Hello, welcome back. So today I would like to go through my PRS rifle that I've used for the majority of the 2026 PRS regional series. Coming up on two Pro Series matches, we got West Coast Redemption and we got Windbreaker. So I'm gonna almost get qualified by shooting two qualifiers, and I'm still gonna say unclassified. Let's keep it up. So something I want to cover is just the pieces of my rifle, what I've put together over the last, this is like a 4 or 5 year project of ELR certs from ELR matches, PRS certs from the regional finale, a couple one days, NRL. So it's just been a culmination of kind of a mid-pack, mid-higher class shooter, and it's been working out pretty good for me so far. So I'm going to start from, I guess, back to front. This is no particular order of what's really important, and this has a lot of extra stuff on it, I dare say, but it's stuff that I want to try out, stuff I'm trying to get time up, and just trying to get, a good opinion on. So we're going to start off, since it's connected to the back, is the MDT ACC Elite chassis, overall chassis. So far it's been a really good chassis for me. I've shot MPAs, MPA Matrix specifically with the side rail upgrade on it. And I really like that chassis. I really like everything about it. This one's very, very comparable. And it has, a little bit more customizability in some places. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing good or bad per se. I mean, it's nice to have customization. But there's also some of the things I like the MPA more. But MDT ACC Elite. This has their jelly system in it, along with their singular heavyweight back here. Has a McCoy. We just see the brand, I kind of forget. McLeod Precision Bag Rider. It's aluminum. That's why I got it. A lot of people get the JKL and it's not aluminum. It's 3D printed. I wanted a little more weight in the back because I wanted a little overall heavier system. So I went with the aluminum. The next piece is cheek piece, grip, and night vision bridge. Kind of Mirage is all put together by Isaac Wise over at Wisecraft Precision. I do apologize if there's a lot of wind. I 100% forgot to grab my darn microphone. So we're out here in the wind and we're just gonna do it and let it happen. But so Isaac Wise over at Wisecraft Precision, Patrick Meal sells them over at Meal Solutions. The grip is the big upgrade for me. It allows forward and backwards and angle, and has index finger shelves built into it. And I've got it on the right hand side and the left hand side. So one, if I'm loading my rifle out to let somebody shoot it who's left handed, they can get a really good feel for the grip before they buy it. Or if you're shooting over here at COSA and you got a stage that you got to shoot weak hand, it's really nice to just have it set up so you can lock in target. Next thing moving forward is the trigger. I shoot 2-stage. I've switched over fairly recently. I've shot a lot of 2 stages, and I started rushing my single stages. So I would get on target, finger would be essentially off the trigger, and I'd just go now, and I'd slap it and I'd miss because I was doing something stupid. 2-stage really allows my hand to do something, as in it allows my entire hand to get onto the pistol grip, onto the trigger, and relax itself and take up that ounce or two of slack in that first stage, and come up to that second stage and just hold it there and then fire when ready. So that's been a huge upgrade for me. I got to figure out how to get a Tikka 2-stage, because everything's single stage for Tikkas, but it is what it is. Eventually we'll do that. But that's the next piece on this rifle. Moving forward, we're going to come into the action and the bolt knob. So this is a Mountain Forge Pro, which is an Impact 737. It's the exact same price as any other Impact. It's just made by Mountain Forge, and I will support John and Matt whenever I get the chance. So, good group of guys, local to me, help out the community a lot. And then I have a brass bolt knob made by T3 with Michael Look over there. So that's been I really like it, especially for PRS. I'm gonna probably leave it on for NRL as well, just because the close is nicer. I don't know, it's a nice little feature. It's a neat little thing. And we'll see how the weight comes out at the very end. But that's what I got. I like the upgrade. It's small, rather, not inconvenient. It's rather simple, but seems to help a decent amount, and I like it. Next is the Loophole Mark V. I've been shooting that for this pretty much entire season, and it's been a good little downgrade from the Zero Compromise, but I've been able to hold my own with it and really push the optic to the limits that I see, at least. And so I'm gonna keep a couple of them outfitted on various rifles, and we'll go from there. It's not gonna be on here for much longer. It'll be on backup rifles, but it won't be on this one. We'll get to that when we get there. But it's a good scope. A lot of them beat me over the weekend. A lot of them beat me over the season. A lot of them are still gonna beat me, and I've beat a lot of people with it with a lot better scope. So it's Loophole Mark V. It's a very good scope. It's definitely great for the mid-high tier budget, but PR2 reticle is fantastic. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot else to say. For the most part, it's a good optic. It does everything it needs to. It does it really well. Badger Ordnance Condition 1 mount, one-piece mount. It came with the scope, and so when I traded in my Zero Compromise for 2 Mark V's, just to give you the price difference, it came with this mount. So figure why not use it? And I've always used Badger Ordnance mono mounts, and this is the first Condition 1 Max I've used, and it works out pretty well. It does have a pretty large footprint on the base, so that is something I need to take in consideration moving forward on the next one, because if I want to rail mount anything, I can't, because I don't have enough room to rail mount a level or whatnot. I have to kind of sneak it in here, so a little bit of finagling that I got to deal with if I ever want to do that. That's why I always have a diving board, so I can mount levels and things up here. I just got to make sure that's level to the receiver as well. So that's what I do. Next little piece is from Indoor Dry Fire Systems, the turret tape. I've actually really been liking them. I have misstyled a couple times because I hate the way that the normal Mark V turret is marked out, because it's got really weird mill marks. If we look at it, it's a, I don't know, 10.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 10.5 mil turret in one rotation. And so one full rotation, you know, they're just really staggered, and I hate the way that it lines up, which is why they sell a competition turret. I'm just not going to buy a competition turret for the price it is. Instead, I'm just going to buy this turret tape. I get 3 of them for like 15 bucks, and it allows me to mark on it. So that's actually been a really big upgrade, and once we get to the end of this, I do plan to go through and just kind of highlight some of the pieces from kind of the cheapest upwards that I think have the biggest performance change over the last handful of matches even. So turret tape from them is golden. Next thing moving forward, I'm going to spin this rifle around, is, I guess we bypassed a little bit. I shoot AW mags. I like them so far. I haven't had a problem with them. I'm shooting the Gray Ops. I got 2 of them, and they've been working well for me. I've got a 308 and a 6GT. So far I've only used the 308 because my 6GT is a little long for the 6GT, but that's on me. So I'm taking that mag out, setting it aside. This rifle is really clear, and that's been a really good object for me. So the next thing is going to be the Hawkins, I believe. It's whatever kind of data card holder that directly mounts to the Badger Ordnance Condition 1s. It's got a nice little folds forward, backwards, up, down. The whole thing is a little oversized, so I've been kind of cutting it down as I need to. And so I can put the data card wherever I want to, wherever I need to, and kind of just keep it out of the way. And it's been working out pretty good for me. I like having a data card. I'm probably going to try data card sometime, arm board. It's been a long time since I've used arm boards, so I've used these data card holders, just give me a nice little heads up. Next piece of equipment that is really cool, we'll get highlighted in a minute, is the A3X level / shot timer, or not shot timer, stage timer. Really cool little piece of gear. It's 360 bucks, so it's right in line with everything else that does both of them, which isn't a whole lot of them out there. Smaller footprint, way better battery life, has a shake on for the timer, and so you don't have to press a button to activate it, so it's a whole lot easier to just start your timer. But we'll get to that at the very end, because that's a really cool piece of equipment I've shot 1 match with, a 2-day match, and it's been a pretty good game changer for me. Next thing that we're going to run into is, get a little bit of better logo, is the Demigod Precision griprailz. These things are awesome. I absolutely love them. They give you an index point along the entire top. It also widens your forend a little bit, so you can still get a really stable platform, but it's not too wide, so you can still settle into bags really well. And I like that feature. I really like these things. They're all aluminum except for this one, which I've polished up. On both sides is steel, so it allows you to move that steel piece around and change your weight a little bit depending on what works for your rifle the best. For me, since I've got so much stuff right here, this works great. If I want to take out some internal weights because they're a pain in the butt to move, I can go to move these externals. I can move it all the way out of the front and balance that rifle a little better. So really good piece of equipment. Highly recommend them if you have an ACC Elite for a handful of reasons. Go over to Demigod Precision and get them. Next piece right in the middle of that is external brass weight made by Patrick Meal over at Meal Solutions. It's just a truck. It's brass night vision bridge. You can fill them out the entire front just fine. I just have this one for now. We'll see kind of how things go, but for me it balances really well with where it is, and so I don't need more. But it's something I like to support, guys. So I got one. It works great. Does exactly what it's supposed to be. It's a brass weight. Moving forward, CRB barrel, chambered by Wade Stoffel. It is just a pre-fit for Impact 737. It's been shooting great for me. I shoot the exact same ammo I've been shooting through the Tika that I got. Haven't changed anything, and it's been doing great. So what can you say? CRB is great. Wade Stoffel knows what he's doing with impacts especially. So next nice new little piece that I got is the Fletcher Rifleworks NRL Flood, and it's the NRL Flood specifically because it comes with the Recoil X. I've been shooting it with the Otter Creek Labs end break, and I do like that more. I'm doing some testing between the two, just personal preference, and so far I've been liking this one more on every single rifle I've shot. It just seems to be a little better recoil, vertical recoil, and a little bit better recoil overall. So I'm gonna keep on using that, keep on doing some testing whenever I get the chance. But it's been great so far. And the whole suppressor's been really good. I've shot 2 matches with it so far, so I don't have a whole lot of experience. I'll preface that, but it's been working out pretty good. In the first match I shot, I ended up winning with it for the Northwest for a qualifier over here, and then shot the finale. I ended up in 11th overall with the finale, and then 7th in the region. So it's been great to me, and I think that's it. I have doesn't have it right now. I have an Atlas Super Cal bipod with a Gray Ops throw lever on it. I wouldn't recommend the Super Cal. I would just get the Cal, or even better yet, if you're going to spend a whole bunch of money on it, get the Gen 3 double pull, or single pull even, but double pull would be better. I just don't have one, and probably not going to buy one. I'm going to try to win one. So that's everything on my rifle. The key pieces of note, again, hopefully you guys can hear this pretty well. I'm just gonna post it and let the audio ride and say, hey, that's my mistake for not bringing my microphone out. But key pieces of major performance upgrade that I have in the system, which is my rifle, some of them are gonna be specific to a chassis, some of them aren't, is I really like this tape. If you have a Mark V, consider upgrading this tape. Even if you don't have a Mark V, I am going to be putting it on my Kalas most likely. One, it just clear, helps you see them a little better. And for me, I've been taking a wet erase marker and actually marking out the yardages, color coding them to the targets. And that has been a super helpful adjustment for me. I don't have to really look at my arm board or my data card except for just wind. It depends on if it's super windy or not. And if I don't have to look at my card, I don't have to read the numbers, and if I don't have to read the numbers on the card, I don't have to read the numbers on my scope. Instead, I can just dial to the color, dial to the mark, and that's been saving me a lot of time on pretty much every stage I've shot. So that is one of the best upgrades I've come up with. Yeah, I can call it a little bit of a crutch, but it's also just, it's overall nice, and it's part of the routine. So even if I'm not going to plan on marking them on a Mark V, I'm still going to be getting the data card ballistic tape because it just looks so much nicer to me. So big upgrade right there. Next thing is ACC Elite specific though, which is the Isaac Wise grips. It is super nice. It's very, very comfortable. Like I said, I've got it built for ambidextrous, so it's really, really convenient for me to shoot both sides. It just puts my hand in the same spot every time. It works out great. It just also happens to be a relatively inexpensive upgrade for an ACC, and I highly recommend them. The next big piece of upgrade right there for me is going to be the Demigod Precision grip rails. That is something that if I ever get another ACC Elite, I will be getting a set of these probably before I get the chassis, because for me it's that much of an upgrade. Just for the weight, just for the width of the rail, and just for the ability to have a control point on your thumb rested anywhere on the entire front. Doesn't matter. I mean, you can see it actually comes through, and it's molded to the chassis curves. So even if I end up having it right here, like, I could still reach that and hold that, and it's given me really good positive control of the rifle. So those are the big upgrades for me. Oh, almost forgot. And the A3X. That is the next piece of the puzzle that I will be having on every single rifle that I shoot. The ability for me to see the time that I have remaining is the big thing. I'm usually not timing out. If I'm timing out, I'm doing something wrong, and so I don't time out very often. But this does allow me to see the remaining time and make, you know, a verbal command to myself normally of, hey, I still got 30 seconds left and I've got 2 shots left. To take the time, slow down, and make those shots count, and really just don't rush. That's been the biggest thing for me, is knowing how much time I have left and being able to slow down and make those shots count, especially if you have 120 seconds. Like, it's been an eye-opener of just how different it is when you know how much time you have left and you can slow down to make it count. So for me, that's my rifle system. It's my rifle setup. This is what I'll be using going forward. I'm going to be changing some stuff around. I'm always going to be trying new things, and that's in order to try to help out and get, you know, time on everything that I want to recommend. And so I try not to recommend things that I don't have any time on, unless it's something that's pretty obvious that it's going to be good. Like an Isaac Wise grip. If I've never shot one of these before, I can tell you right now, a fully adjustable grip with index finger shelves is going to be good. But if it's something different, I try to get time on it. I try to get a couple matches on it, and I try to get some really good information. So I can say without a doubt, everything on here, besides the timer level, is something I've had a handful of matches on at this point, or a couple of them. And again, even with the A3X, that's something with one match, I can tell you right now, it's a game changer for the way that I shoot, and it's something that I highly recommend. So, as always, take care, take it easy, have fun, enjoy the day, and have a good one.